Good morning. Happy Wednesday. It is time for just a word from the Word. And just in case you know my sister, today is her birthday. So wish her a happy birthday. But it is time for just a word from the Word. And today's passage comes from the book of Psalms, Psalm 38, or 34, I'm sorry, and verse 8. And I'm reading from the King James. You know it though. You at least know the beginning part. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. As a little girl, now you have to know my sister is an amazing cook. Amazing cook. I did not get that. I refused to learn from her because I was stupid and stubborn. I am not the cook of the family. My sister is. She's amazing. Her mother was an amazing cook. But there were times where my sister would make something nasty like liver. I hated liver. And to this day, I still don't like liver. I don't like it. I've tried it every which way. Please don't try to tell me the right way to cook it. I've tried it. I don't like it. Don't tell me beef livers, chicken liver. Don't tell me. I don't like it. Um, but she would make liver and onions because that's what she did. And I would eat my vegetables, love the vegetables. I'd drink, whatever we were having to drink. But the liver, I would cover that thing with ketchup because I didn't want to taste the liver. And I knew I couldn't leave the table until I had eaten my food. And liver was good and healthy for you. But I still didn't want to taste it. So I would cover it. I'd smother that thing in ketchup just to get it down. But there were other things that my sister would make. Probably my favorite meal that she would make, she called Bohemian steak. It was hamburger with bell peppers and onions and like Lipton onion soup mixed in the hamburger over egg noodles. It was just, oh my stars. And for years, I would request that for my birthday dinner because I loved it. Low carb now, I can't do all those egg noodles, but it was fantastic. It was one of those meals that I could just eat almost the whole pan because I liked it so well. That was one of those meals where I would sit down and I'd take one bite of this hamburger mix with all the good seasoning and the egg noodles with the tomato juice over. Oh my word, my mouth is just watering thinking about it. Even this morning, and I'm not even hungry, but I would take a bite of that food and I would go, oh, this tastes so good. And I know y'all are laughing at me right now. But I would eat that. And there's just nothing better than this Bohemian steak. And please don't send me messages asking me for the recipe. I don't have it handy just right now. Ask me later, I can get it to you. But I would eat that with some mashed potatoes. Man, that was the best meal. And if it could only be made better with cheesecake um, as dessert. Just, oh my word, the best kind of meal in all the world to me. Oh, taste and see that the food was good. What is your favorite meal? My favorite meals have changed after having gone keto and low carb, but I still enjoy my food. There are still things I sit down and I think, oh, why haven't I made this in forever? Because it's good. It tastes good. And when I eat something that tastes good, I just want to eat it all because there's something about the good taste of that food. The psalmist tells us, oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. If we compare that to the best meal that we've ever had, isn't God better than the best meal? Oh, just try the Lord just a little bit and see how good he really is. Oh, Just put your trust in him just a little bit and see how good he is. This morning's just a word from the word. God ain't liver that needs to be covered up in ketchup or whatever your least favorite meal is. There's probably people out there, y'all are crazy, that like liver. But whatever your least favorite meal is, that is not what being in the presence of the Lord tastes like, if we're using the psalmist analogy. Being in the presence of the Lord is like feasting on the best meal you've ever had in your life. And as children of God, we ought to take in as much of the presence of God that we can. It is ours to enjoy that fellowship with him. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. And that's why the psalmist continues that thought by saying, blessed is the man that trusts in him. There is a blessing of getting into the presence of the Lord and enjoying his presence, enjoying his word. There's a blessing that comes from that. Now, it doesn't always feel good, but it's always good for us. So this morning's just a word from the word. Get into the presence of the Lord. Get into his word. You'll find it the most blessed place you can ever get into. In the presence of the Lord, there's joy, there's peace, there's healing, there is strength, there is direction. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusts in him. Psalm 34:8. You might want to memorize that. It's good stuff. This has been just a word from the word, a little lengthy this morning, but God bless you. Have a beautiful day. And Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow morning.